Welcome to my video on the Mighty Peace River, down by Taylor Bridge, west side and east side, and then I end up out in the Montany Coulee finishing up this short video. Hope you enjoy. Okay, we're off and running. This is a new mic I bought. I don't know if it's much better than the other one. I wasn't getting enough volume out of the other one. And I don't think this one's much better, but a little clear, kind of a hollow echo. Of course, I'm stuck in a little corner here. And we're down at the Peace Island boat launch and took it up and going over by the bridge. Still not got the feel yet how close you can get to an object compared to what you see on the phone when you're flying it. And of course that drone is a pretty small thing up in the air, so I guess it takes a little bit of practice doing it and then looking at the video when you get home. It always looks different when you get it home. And I thought I was quite a ways across the river there, but turned out I wasn't that far. And I got a little braver a bit further down, and when I went across again I got a little braver. It looks like you're not really moving, but when you look at the sides there, you can see the drone is still going forward, and I don't keep it at full speed. I kind of go slow and play around with it. And, there's a boat getting ready to take off. I thought they'd go up the Peace or up the Pine, but I guess they can't go up the Peace very far with the dam construction. Anyway, they parked the truck, and there are two of them are in the boat waiting for the truck driver, the guy to park the truck. Yeah, when I look at this video here, it's should have been about 3 weeks earlier when the leaves are all in color. It sure was nice weather. It was about 3 above, hardly a cloud in the sky, and nice and sunny. And they're gonna hop in the boat, and I'm gonna try and capture most of it till they get under the bridge there, or whichever way they go. Must have just spotted the drone or heard it, because he's looking up at me, and then later on all of them in the boat are looking up. They are noisy. I don't think he even got his big toe wet there, that guy. There's the old man himself. I'm still nervous flying it. It's not like it's a $10 toy, so kind of always worried about if you lose it, because when you start watching the videos and tutorials on it, they do they do crash for no reason at all sometimes. Well, there's usually a reason, but you never find out what it is because they're under the water or lost in the bush. But there they go, they're off and running. I bet you if I was out in the middle of nowhere with this drone flying over river boats, sooner or later somebody take a pot shot with a shotgun. Some people just don't like drones, but no problem there. And they're going under the bridge, just cruising along. Once they get under there, I can't really see what they're doing. Part two will cover the other side of the bridge, in a different little spot I parked at down there. My intention this time we got on the bridge was turning the drone facing the bridge and flying it totally sideways, for it would be flying parallel to the bridge the whole way with the camera on the bridge, and just get up a little higher. But you say you don't always know exactly how close you are, and when you get home and you put it on the TV or the computer screen, you say, looks like I had about 150 feet there. And here I honestly thought I was out to that island. Or time I turned around and started swinging back, I thought I was just about there. And when you count the cement pillars on the bridge, I probably was over halfway the bridge anyway. Next time I might get a little braver. And lots of sun flare off the water. That's just about as close as I got. Doing a little swing around here. I'm just about wrapping up this part one on the west side of the Mighty Peace by the Taylor Bridge. Looked a little bit of traffic. Took it up higher and looked around, but you know that South Taylor Hill, it don't look very steep when you're up 250 feet in the air looking at it, but it's steep. Just doesn't show it from here. I'm getting near the end there, but underneath the bridge there's a couple of sheds. Well, I guess I'm coming up to them yet. Anyway, they're construction sheds or something, little huts, and they're covered with plastic underneath the bridge. I don't know if their workers stay in there, or I don't really know what they're doing there. I thought that was my last pass, but it isn't. Even if I went higher, I don't think you'd be able to see the dam from here. I think that was about 275 feet there. It tells you on the screen, but 270 feet high. It tells you how fast you're going, how far away you are from your controller. And anyway, right under there now is these little sheds I was telling you about. And this is just coming up to the end of part one. And that's it. Okay, part two, we're on the east side of the Mighty Peace River in Taylor Bridge. And just looking at the leaves on the ground, there's little spent round pads there, so I used them for a launch pad and blew the leaves off. I don't know what they were there for. On the map it says this is a park. I think maybe it was an old boat launch or something. Anyway, we're up in the air and we're flying. Sun's out. And then looking at this river here, that when you get up higher and look at it a little more, it just looks like a great big lake. And way in the distance there on the right, you can see the pulp mill. And on the left, that's the gas plant. And we're swinging around the bridge. There isn't really much to see, but it was a good spot to fly, and it was a beautiful day, and I got to get so far away from the airport before I can fly this thing, and there isn't that many places, unless you go way, way away, that you can fly. I do like the golf course, because if it does come down, I'll find it. And I think I got pretty brave later on and almost made it to that island. There's a truck sneaking out on the left side there. There was 3 of them come out in the 20 minutes I was there flying. And they were coming from where that shed was covered up with plastic on the other side. So they must be working on something there. And it's a shame it wasn't still all the colors and all the leaves still on the trees, but maybe next year I'll do it again. Who knows? Just think you're in a great big long lake. Then again, it looks like I'm not moving, I'm just hovering, but if you look at the sides here, the trees are going by. I'm actually flying down. I didn't go that far, like legally I can only go as far as I can see the drone, even though you can tell where it is on your phone. in which way it's flying, but well, I like to see it anyway. There's guys that would fly 3 miles down there. These things have a range of 3. The newer ones, some of them even go 5 miles, 6 miles. But yeah, some of them don't come back. Hit in the wind coming back and run the batteries down. I have too much fun with this thing here. I'd like to get it up in the mountains and do some flying in it. Just that it's a long way to drive for anything. I know the music that I'm going to put on the back of this is repetitive, but it's a 17-minute song. I don't have to worry about putting 4 or 5 songs on a 15-minute video. It's just background music when I don't talk, so I guess I'll shut up for a while and just fly. Stuff like that pipeline going across the river there, that's really hard to judge. Like distance away from it. You know, it's a big pipeline when you get right beside it, but when you're where I am there looking at it, it looks like it's a long way away, but I don't want to hit it. And there's me standing there with the car parked and flying around. We're just about to the end of this one. This isn't too long. Like I say, there wasn't a lot to see, and it was just a beautiful day, and I wanted to get some more flying in before winter come. And it would have been nice if we had the beautiful leaves on the trees and all that, but we didn't. Looks nice along the road there, though, leaves all along. Anyway, this is coming up to the end of part 2, and part 3 isn't that interesting. It's out in the Montany Coulee. I was looking for a good place to fly and look around and stuff. But I'm just bringing the old girl back home here now. And okay, this is part 3 of the second to the last flight I had with the drone. This isn't drone shots. This is just stills from the road. We took a detour to the Montany Coulee and took a look at the old house. You can barely see the house there. You can see the garage and the sunroom, and then the 2-story part's kind of hidden behind the trees. And here we are. We went past Stoddard Creek because there wasn't much to film there and I couldn't park, so we went up the road further on the Montany Road to where it curves and parked there and did a little flying, and found a little creek on the other side of where we parked there. And I went in Google Earth and I found out that that creek actually goes into the north end of the lake, Charlie Lake. And when you're going up this road further, and I'm up higher with the drone, you can actually see Charlie Lake. Never knew that before. That road goes out to the mile 62 in the Alaska Highway, 62 or 4 or whatever. And doing a little flying there. I actually had a spotter with me, and she's filming the drone while I'm flying it. Nice when you have a spotter sometimes, and it isn't so thrilling for the girls. Mom was up there looking for bottles in the ditch, killing time, and Roxy got tired of filming the drone just sitting there, so I went flying and they went back to the car. Probably talked about the senile old man out there. And like I say, there wasn't much to see here. But along the other side of the left side of that field there's a gully, and it's just kind of looks like a glorified swamp. You'll see it in a bit. But it's actually the creek that runs, one of the creeks that runs into the north end of the lake. I couldn't find a name for it. And I thought we could get some good shots of Sauter Creek, but it's so small where it crosses the Montany Road there. There's a house back in there, or house or barn or something. And surprisingly, there was quite a bit of traffic on that road. Logging trucks probably coming in that way there for they can fuel up at the new co-op or the old one on the airport road, one or the other. And there's a pond where it's kind of just a glorified swamp. I don't know who lives there. That's quite a hill, that whole thing. They farm that hill on a slope like that, and it looked funny from a distance, the way it is designed from where the tractor rows were. I'm just kind of seeing, it's looking the other way, that's looking north there. And it looks like I'm close to those wires, but I'm not. I knew they were there and they crossed the road down further too. Yeah, it looks like we're just about done. It was a nice day for flying. Drive out in the country. Went by the old house. And this is only a 3.5 minute video, so it's not as bad as the others. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.